Hi! Omega Chaos again, with another tech profile, and this time I am showing my Superheavy Samurai deck. So, because of the new Synchro monsters, this deck has to be pretty much almost like a Monster Mash deck with very minimal traps or spells or any at all. I do run few traps that can banish themselves in the graveyard, so they are not in the graveyard, so I can still use my Synchro monsters effects. So this deck is pretty decent, but still has a lot of problems, of course, because the fact that you don't really have that much protection, and it's not as fast as other decks. But it's pretty fun to play, and it has very interesting mechanics that other decks don't have. So let's go at this deck. First, I run two Superheavy Samurai Big Benkei. It has 3500 of defense, and all the pretty much Superheavy Samurai are focused around attacking while the monsters are in defense position. So that's a very interesting mechanic as well. That was first started when Heavy something like Defense Shogun, Super Defense Shogun or something. That was released in the 2016, but that mechanic never really took off. But now with Super Heavy Samurai, that mechanic is now pretty nice. So Big Benkei is pretty much our big boss monster of the deck in the main deck. And when this card is normal plus mod, you can change its battle position, and all Super Heavy Samurai monsters you control can attack one in face of defense position, and if they do, apply a defense for damage calculation. So very nice, and pretty much your key card. You can summon it out with Chant Rat, or when it's in your hand, you can summon it out with a Super Heavy Samurai Boshi. So yeah, it's a very nice card. But of course it can become dead in the hand, so that's why I only run 2 and not 3, because it can become extremely cloggy if you don't have the right cards to summon it. Then 3 Super Heavy Samurai Scales. It's pretty nice. It can make some XC summons or Synchro summons. So if your opponent controls 2 or more monsters and you control no monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. And if this card is normal or special summon, you can add 1 level 4 lower Super Heavy Samurai monster in your graveyard, except itself, and then you can summon it in defense position. So very nice card. Then 3 Super Heavy Samurai Blue Profile, which has 2000 defense and it can't be destroyed by battle. That's pretty decent, I guess. Then 3 Super Heavy Samurai Kageboshi. It's a very nice card. You can tribute this card to summon a Super Heavy Samurai monster from a hand, and when it's in your graveyard and during each best turn, if your Super Heavy monster is targeted by a card effect, you can banish this card and then negate it and destroy that card. So very nice, helps you to protect your Super Heavy Samurai monsters as well, which is pretty crucial. Then your main tuner monster, Super Heavy Samurai Horagai. When you have no spell trap cards in your graveyard, you can summon this card from a hand, but you can only then spell summon Super Heavy Samurai monsters that turn. And if this card was tributed for a tribute summon of Super Heavy Samurai monster, and you don't have spell traps in your graveyard, you can summon this card from a graveyard. So very nice card. Your main tuner coin to your Super Heavy Samurai Synchros. So yeah, really nice card. Then pretty much your equips and your hand traps. I only run 2 of them because others are not really that great. First is Super Heavy Samurai Show Iwatoshi. You can equip it to a Super Heavy Samurai monster, then that monster can inflict piercing damage, and if this card is sent from field to the graveyard, you can search for a Super Heavy Samurai monster from our deck. So a very nice card, really good for searching out your key cards, and piercing damage can become useful as well, and it's a level 4 as well, so good for Synchro summoning level 6s. Then your hand trap, Super Heavy Samurai Sofa Suit. You can also equip it to a monster, but that effect is not useful at all. And basically you discard from a hand to the graveyard, and then one defensive position monster, but then loses 800 defense and cannot destroy a bad battle or card effects that turn. So that's very nice to protect your key monsters. Then other monsters, 3 chance to get your big K from the deck, so that's good. 2 did Gold Fist per summon your some of the monsters, like Scales, be a Brew Roller, or something else. Then 2 Violent Theta as an extra level 2 machine tuner. Because you only have 1 tuner for Synchro summons in the Superheavy Samurai deck, I think extra tuner is needed that is a machine type, and Violent Tetra is very good because it can give extra protection to your monster, because of course if a good monster will be destroyed, you can destroy this card instead. So very nice. Then 1 Red Ox because many of my monsters are Earth, so works well. 2 cores because this deck pretty much runs almost no back row, you can easily summon it, and yeah, gives some protection to your deck. And 2 Tragedia. You tend to have a pretty large hand most of the time, so Tragedia works pretty well. 2 Effect Veiler, of course, because you can't run traps, so protection in monster form is pretty needed, like hand traps. So Effect Veiler can be pretty useful. I don't run Maxi currently, but I might consider it. Then the only trap cards, I can banish them from the graveyard, so then I don't have any spell traps in my graveyard. So Skill Prisoner, basically I can target 1 card, and then when any monster effect targets that card, then it's automatically negated, and I can basically use it twice, because yeah, I can use it when it's on the field, and then when it's in the graveyard I can banish it to activate that same effect. And then Breakthrough Skill, of course, I think you know what this card does. Then the extra deck, of course, the main Synchro monster, Superheavy Samurai Warlord Supernova. It costs 1 machine type tuner and 1 or more non-tuner Superheavy Samurai monster, so mostly you're going to use your Horagaya Big Paint K to summon it. And in either best turn, if you have no spell trap cards in your graveyard, basically target 1 spell trap in your opponent's graveyard and then set it to your side of the field, and you banish it when it leaves the field. So basically you can steal your opponent's spell trap cards with this card, so that's extremely nice. So yeah, it's very unique mechanic. I don't think any other card can do this, so really nice. Then Leo Kibasek 3, of course, really good level 10 Synchro as well. Then level 8, Hot Return Archfiend, Star of Spark Dragon. Then your main level 6 Super Heavy Oni Sutando Chi. It's basically like Harpy's Ferraster, when you of course control no spell trap cards in your graveyard, so that is very nice. Turia Parkion, because of course you run a lot of air monsters. Then Goyo Guardian and Haitius Psamoth. Your level 5s, Armored Keeper of Boundaries, Alliof's Catastar, then your Exist monsters, Gigant X because it's a machine deck, Darkbone Exist Dragon, really good rank 4, pretty much one of my favorite Exist monsters currently, and Castled Skyblade Musketeer, of course, the best rank 4 currently available. So, this was my Superheavy Samurai deck. This deck definitely has potential, but needs, of course, more support. The playstyle is definitely a very unique one. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this deck profile. For now, goodbye and Khaos out.